Hello, welcome to Cirno's Perfect Punchout, a silly little game developed by Trace and Ahogames, available on itch.io. And well, it's just a Touhou fan game about Cirno beating the crap out of some frogs, I guess. I mean, we'll just start right away. And you know, it's just a silly meme game. It's nothing too special. It's just really silly looking, and you know, it's just a meme about like Cirno being the strongest fairy and beating up people. If you don't know, you know, Touhou is like I mean, I don't know how to explain it, but like, you know, Touhou is like a series like bullet hell games. They're pretty popular in Japan a long time ago, really, and I think this whole series, obviously. And part of the reason it's so popular, though, is because there's so much fan stuff, a lot of fan games, a lot of fan art, you know. It kind of has a whole community behind it. So the reason is because it's just a bunch of anime girls, basically, that are represented by, you know, yokai or whatever. I don't know. I mean, I imagine most people know what Touhou is, unless you somehow, you know, are allergic to anything like remotely anime, I guess. Even though technically it's not an anime, but these days we call anime, you know, like anime in its strictest sense is like just an animated, you know, show of some sort, or like well, technically could be movies as well. But you know, when we say anime, we mean like just the general style, I guess. You know, in modern times, in modern society, we just call everything anime. Oh, okay, anyway, this game. It's silly, it's a meme, it's also really hard. The way it works, by the way, is there's a little timer there. And I'm already not doing very well, so there might be some editing in the video, but it's actually a really hard game. Because you see a timer on the in the top there, it keeps going down, you get hit, you lose 5 seconds, that's a really bad. You kill some frogs, you get some of the time back, but not all of it. So, and you gotta kill 100. You kill 100, you get to fight the final boss, you beat the boss, you win, right? Pretty simple. I might have to do another run, but you have punching, you have kicking, which is the same button. And you gotta kill 100 frogs. The frogs that, you know, the small frogs also count, so as long as you get 100. But again, it's actually pretty hard. You know, the timer obviously represents, I guess we'll see. I'm gonna get game over pretty right now. Yeah, we're gonna get game over. So close. But basically, Cirno wakes up because it was all a dream, obviously. But we're gonna try that again. It's actually a pretty short game, but like, it's actually really hard. Again, part of the reason I'm playing this is, you know, other than the fact that it's just anime, and I just like anime in general, is also the fact that, as far as I know, and maybe I'm not searching it correctly, but as far as I know, there's no gameplay video of this game being beaten. You know, as far as I know, at the time I'm recording this, again, maybe I'm just looking in the wrong places, but I haven't seen anyone actually beat this game. There probably is someone who beat this game already, but they just haven't recorded themselves. Also, I'm doing horrible. Stop it. See, part of the reason why this is so difficult, part of the reason why this is so difficult is these guys. They're freaking like projectiles that come out like off screen. How are you supposed to predict that? Okay, well, I'm gonna like restart. Let's try again. It's so, you think this game is easy, right? You think this game's like super easy. Like, what is this? This is a dumb game. You don't get a health bar. You just have time, right? So it must be like a very like casual game that no one takes seriously. But this game's freaking hard. Like, it's really difficult. I don't know, man. Unless I'm just bad at platformers, I guess. It's not even a platformer game, really. It's more of like a beat 'em up game, really. It's like more like a beat 'em up game, but you have to do it perfectly. If you get hit too many times, you basically have no more time, and then you just run out the clock and you lose. So you gotta make sure you are at a positive timer contribution, I guess, from killing all these frogs, murder them really quickly, and speedrun the game. Because otherwise, if you don't do it fast enough and you waste too much of your time, then you lose. But you also don't want to get hit too much, because if you get hit, you lose 5 seconds. You lose 5 seconds. That's a big loss of time, right? Because you can't really make up that time really easily. Each, like one of these medium-sized frogs, so just 1 second if you kill them. These frogs are a little bit harder. They give you 3 seconds. And it's fine and all, but you get hit once, that's kind of irrecoverable, actually. Like there. And this is gonna take multiple attempts, I think. Yep. Generally speaking, the frogs are actually, or the enemies are actually in the same spots, but sometimes they just do different things, which is annoying as well. But as long as you predict where they are, you know, it is doable. It's just really annoying. You also don't want to run into the enemies as well. That's another thing. I mean, that's just retro platformers, I guess. But like running to enemies is always just so annoying because obviously you take damage and you run into them. Especially when you're fighting the ones that take multiple hits. If you run into them like that, you still get hit and you lose time. So that sucks. Gotta be careful there because you can't see where you're jumping there. So you can easily just jump into the frogs, which is annoying as well. Because we're gonna get a lot of time here. Oh, I got hit. Damn it. No. Come on. So close. I've actually played this game a few times already, and that's why I'm saying it's so hard. Damn it, I lost. Another thing that's difficult about this game is definitely also sometimes you can't see where the enemies are coming from. It's very what's that game? Ninja Gaiden? I'm reminded of Ninja Gaiden a little. I mean, at least in that game, you can kind of break it. But you know, the original Ninja Gaiden, the platformer, like it's kind of similar to that, to be honest. Like the enemies are usually in the same places and everything, but you really got to predict the pattern because if you don't, you get hit, right? And this game is very punishing. You get hit too many times, you die. You know, or you lose anyway. So rocks. Okay, there you go. But yeah, the controls are very simple though. You just punch, you jump. You know, something the game doesn't actually explain to you is that you can do this. You can do like an uppercut as well when you jump. Kind of like kind of weird reverse Mario kind of thing going on, where you can actually hit enemies from the bottom, I guess. Also, not doing well again. I might restart this run maybe. I don't know. We'll give it a shot. Like, look at that. Like a few mistakes there in the beginning. I feel like this is already a lost run, but you know, we'll keep trying. And in fact, on the video, I don't know. I'll cut maybe some of the runs out if it takes too long, I guess. But I'm just gonna continue talking and give commentary. You know, because otherwise, it is actually again a really short game. It actually is a kind of short game, really. It literally takes a few minutes if you do a perfect run, but obviously doing a perfect run is actually pretty hard. I guess that's why it's called Cirno's Perfect Punchout, which really is just a reference to her theme song, I guess. Or was it a theme song? Or, you know, her, like, infamous song about her doing, like, a perfect math class or whatever. I don't know if that's the original name of her theme song. I can't remember. I always get mixed up with all the remixes, you know? And the fan remixes or whatever. They have different names for the songs. I don't know. Well, try again. I'm gonna do this. But like, this game really is the Dark Souls of like Touhou games. I don't know. Then again, Touhou is actually pretty hard in itself. At least if you're not playing on the casual easy mode, I guess. Maji, easy mode though. Only babies play easy mode. Or whatever. Or is it grade schoolers or something like that? That's like a meme. I know the memes. I know the Touhou memes. I'm such a fake fan though because I haven't really played any of the actual Touhou games. You know, the actual bullet hell Touhou games. I'm not good at them. I think I tried a few bullet hell games in the past, but generally speaking though, I'm not very good at bullet hell games. Like the extreme bullet hell game, the Touhou style. Like, there's like shoot 'em ups, you know. Shoot 'em ups are mostly just, you know, just normal shoot 'em ups. Just the side scrolling, you just have some kind of flying vehicle and you shoot. In fact, I think in my childhood, there was a shoot 'em up that I played a lot actually. What's it called? Like Raiden Project or something? It's on the PlayStation, I think. I play that a lot. But Touhou style bullet hell games are serious business because generally speaking, why it's called bullet hell is because the entire screen is filled with bullets, you know? So it's more about pattern memorization more so than just simply reacting, you know, to what's going on screen. You really have to like memorize like how you're supposed to dodge every single pattern. Often it's like very tiny movements. And you gotta figure out like a whole general strategy actually to make sure you don't get like closed in by the projectiles and everything. It's just very complicated. Anyway, I hate these rock guys. What the heck? Oh my god. you see them throwing rock. In fact, you don't see them, rather. That's what I'm trying to say. They like, you don't see them throwing the projectiles, but they're throwing it off screen. It's so annoying. Also, stupid hits like that too is annoying as well. That part sucks too. I hate that part because you can't see the frogs. Where are the frogs? How are you supposed to dodge them if you don't know where they are? They could be right on the right side or the left side. It's hard to tell which place is safe. Anyway, do this again. These bigger frogs have those sunglasses, by the way. What is it called? Machina? No, not Machina. That's Chainsaw Man. Kamina, rather. Kamina. Row, fight the power from Gurren Lagann. They have those glasses. But to be honest, the first time I saw those glasses was actually in Pokemon. You know, the Squirtle gang? I remember. Remember the Squirtle gang? It was like a gang of Squirtles in the Pokemon anime. They had those same glasses. Those were some cool turtles. So I think only one turtle. What was it like? Was it one Squirtle that had the glasses, or like the whole gang had the glasses? I'm not sure. I can't remember. Good remix, by the way. I mean, again, it's a very silly looking game. It looks like a kid's game, to be honest. Like a silly little kid game. It's funny, haha. You play for like 2 minutes and you're like, you win, right? No. Despite it looking like a Kirby game, it's like really hard. Like, it's hard to win. I don't know. Ow. See? The penalty is just a lot. Like 5 seconds off is like, that's tough. I don't know if this game's ever patched for like an easier mode, but you know, at this point, I'm too stubborn. Just like in Touhou, you don't want to play easy mode. That's for babies. Okay, I'm dead. I always get near like 80 or 70. Try again. I punch you. I don't get hit by that rock, please. Usually it's better when the guys just, the frogs that throw rocks are just simply jumping. Because then they're not throwing rocks. Really, it's the rocks, really. That's my biggest frustration. It's the rocks. They keep throwing rocks at you. It's just bullshit. Like that. Screw you. It reminds me when you have to fight like a ranged character or like a zoner in like a fighting game or whatever. When you're like a melee fighter, you have to get close to punch them in the face. Well, they're just zoning you with projectiles. How frustrating is that? It's very frustrating. Let's destroy you. Punch you in the face. Stop freaking trying to shank me, you goddamn horrible criminal frogs. This is why frogs should be all murdered. They should all go extinct. At least according to Cirno anyway, in her dreams, but no more about it. Really, this is more of a nightmare, really. This is not like a funny haha meme dream where she's like dreaming herself to be like really strong or anything. In fact, this is like really hard. So therefore, this is a nightmare. This is just her PTSD, her trauma resurfacing from the fact that, I don't know, frogs have attempted to murder her in her sleep. Assassin frogs. Her entire life, she's been attacked by frogs, and no one cares. People just assume that she's bullying the frogs, but really, it's the frogs that are bullying her, really. It's all deep lore. It is the frogs who are the villains. I guess. Frogs or toads? I don't know. They're the same thing? No, they're amphibians. Oh my god. One hit left. Alright. We barely made it. It's not great though, because we don't get a lot of extra time. But at least we can have an attempt at the boss. And here's the boss. He has a lot of muscles, and he has giant nipple piercings. Great. Ow. We can't really afford getting hit though, because again, we lose time. So we really gotta get a lot of hits in. We'll get hit by that. My strategy is to just hit and then get away. Also, you can crouch, by the way. There's no reason to crouch, but I guess you can. I don't know why. For some reason, you can crouch in this game. It's like teabag. Okay. If it looks like I had some practice as a boss, then that is true. I did have some practice with this boss. Oh, damn it. 1 minute and 20 seconds left. Ah. Sometimes you can't predict when he's going to do a different attack. Oh my god. I really gotta concentrate. I don't know. It's a hard game. It's harder than Dark Souls. People say Dark Souls is hard. This is way harder. Try beating Cirno's perfect Punchout. That's the true gamers. This is where true gamers are challenged with a giant frog with, like, again, nipple piercings, which seems just really, I don't know, unnecessary. Piercings in general, you know, they seem pretty painful, and you have like weird metal things sticking out of your body. I don't know. Seems inconvenient. Okay, well, I was gonna lose anyway. All right, well, that was an attempt. Let's try again. This game is freaking hard. I don't know why this game has no business being this difficult, but I have to beat it out of spite. I don't know, like, it's just something inside me, because this game looks great, actually, you know? Again, for like a silly meme game, but, you know, for like a silly, funny, comedy, haha game. Like, I feel like it's not meant to be taken that seriously, and yet, I feel like the design doesn't match the gameplay. Like, if this game, like, if the graphics match the actual mechanics of the game and how difficult it was, it would instead be like demon frogs, you know? The frogs would have like blood coming out of their eyes and they would have like, I don't know, satanic ritual daggers and everything, and like the sky would be tinted red with like a red moon, and there would be blood and guts everywhere. It would be like Bloodborne, Dark Souls, dark fantasy style, really, because that would match the gameplay. Because this gameplay is really difficult. Unless I'm just really bad. That could also be a thing too, but again, I haven't seen, at least I haven't seen anyway, as of yet, at time recording this, I haven't seen anyone beat it, so... So I gotta say, it's a really hard game, I have to imagine, for a lot of people. And no one's been bothered to actually beat it. Until now. Until I stepped up. Me, the true gamer that gets hit right there for -5 seconds. Actually, I do wonder, is there any, like, speedrun category for this game? Maybe there is. You know, maybe there is a speedrun of this game that I didn't see, but I don't know. It's a really obscure indie game, though. I don't know, just generally the obscure indie game. I mean, Ichigo games in general are kind of obscure, generally speaking. I mean, to me, they're not really that obscure. In its own, like, ecosystem, games on Ichigo, there are, like, popular games within its own ecosystem. But, I don't know. I consider this kind of obscure because I feel like, in general, people don't know about Ichigo. People know about Steam, but they don't really check Ichigo that much. I feel like. A lot of games in there just go unnoticed, really. Anyway, here we go again. Here's the boss. I'm gonna do my Slav squat, or whatever. And we're gonna fight this giant beast of a frog. Okay. Gonna squat. And we're gonna, whoop, not get hit. It's actually a strategy. I mean, the squatting is not really the strategy. Oops. Oh, damn it. I jumped the wrong time. I was in the corner, so I didn't want to get stuck in the corner. But I think it's better to stay in one spot for a little bit and then move. Because if you try to move from one screen to the end, you can get stuck because he's going to land on you if you're not careful. Okay. It's 2 hits, I think. I'm playing it safe, but the thing is, you don't want to play too safe. It's just like the main gameplay. You don't want to play too safe, but you don't want to play too dangerously, because if you get hit too much, you'll lose all your time. So you gotta play kind of like a mix. You gotta be fast, but you also gotta be aggressive. Maybe aggressive, rather you be fast, aggressive, and also just not take a hit. So really, it's just, I don't know, it's just a really old style game where your mistakes are really punishing. And if you die, you basically, it's like an arcade game, you know? It's like the game really hates you, and you're gonna lose your quarter, you know, if you don't play a certain way and do it perfectly, basically. Ah, damn it. Okay, it's not too bad. 1 minute left. He's half health. I gotta get some extra hits in, though, I feel like. He wastes a lot of time when he's in the air, in particular. Yeah, when he's like this is annoying, because it wastes a lot of time. Ah, the rocks, too, damn it. Gotta be careful of the rocks. Okay. Teabag. Very important. This is my strategy anyway. Ah, damn it. I tried to be risky there. Bad idea. No! Damn it! Well, we'll try again, I guess. Got hit by the rock. So, we have to be careful right from the beginning. Okay, kill this rock. Kill this rock. Be careful of rocks! Do not get hit by freaking rocks! That place is like, for some reason, the very beginning is actually the most dangerous, because you're at like an angle like that, and like it's so easy to get hit because you're trying to jump up. Okay, we're gonna roll with that hit. It's not too bad. We got hit once, so it's not too bad. I'm gonna deal with it. Kill a bunch of frogs here. Get the timer up. What the heck? You jump down here? You don't usually do that. All right, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna roll the punches. We're gonna roll the time penalties. We're not gonna deal with the guy. There's all strategy to this, by the way. Don't deal with the guy up there on that screen. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna kill these small frogs. Usually the small frogs are not too bad. This guy is not too bad as well, usually, because the rocks he throws are actually too high on the platform to really hit us. Okay, I'm gonna Shoryuken that frog. I'm gonna get past this one. Don't get hit by the arc of the rock throwing. Get past this one. Attack. Oh, okay, I was too aggressive there. I shouldn't have just ran. Sometimes, again, the gap, the way the angle of the ground is very important as well. Sometimes you do not want the high ground, unlike Obi-Wan Kenobi in Star Wars Episode 3. It's actually bad to have the high ground sometimes, because there's no, like, stomping, you know? There's no, you're not Mario, so you can't jump on enemies, unfortunately. We're gonna ignore the ones at the bottom and just go straight here. This is where we can get some time back, actually, because it's kind of straightforward. We could just kill these guys. Now, this part sucks, because it's kind of hard to... You can't see the enemies down there. Okay, there you go. At least they jumped. Ah, still got hit, though. Ah, I got hit there, too. Ah, this is not great. But at least we're saving us a bit of time. I think we're getting close near the 100 mark. As long as I don't get hit 100 more times. Oh, my God. Screw you. And punch you. Alright. Barely made it. I'm gonna do this once again. Look at Cirno's face. She doesn't have a care in the world, even though this game's like incredibly hard. And it's like her own dream as well, you know? She's dreaming herself as like a big, muscly fairy, but having such a hard time. You know, it's funny how the gameplay does not match the graphics at all. Well, I'm kind of familiar, a little bit, well, not too familiar, but I'm somewhat familiar with the artist, actually. The artist actually has made some games themselves, I believe. The person who drew the art and everything. I don't know if they're separate. I think they're separate, but I could be wrong. But the person who drew the art for this game actually made their own games. I think there's like a few games they've made that look pretty good in terms of like visuals anyway. So they have experience. but I don't think I've played them. I mean, I think there's one that involves like a space Uber, I think, or something. You're like a delivery driver in space. Looks pretty interesting visually, but not much to the gameplay, I guess. That's why I never played it on the channel. It's more like an arcade-style endless mode, you know, to their game. I can't remember. There's some other game. Oh yeah, was there like a coffee game or something? Was it coffee or tea? I think I played that off screen. Again, not much to their games though, the artists, but they are visually interesting. Actually, they're really good in terms of art. But the games are like not bad necessarily, but they're just like kind of like mini games, you know, not much depth to it, I guess, which is fine. You know, they don't have to make like a really serious like 100-hour JRPG necessarily. You know, not everyone needs to do that. But yeah, but that's just the reason why I didn't really play the games all that much. And also this game too. I wasn't really planning on playing this game really, but again, the reason why is because I found this game really hard. So like, I was wondering if anyone else has beaten it, and it doesn't seem like anyone else has, and at least recorded themselves beating it. So that's why I'm playing it. I don't know. I just want bragging rights. That's all. Even though it's very insignificant and probably no one cares, most likely. I just need to prove myself, you know? I'm a gamer, goddammit. I don't just read visual novels all day, even though I do like visual novels and everything. But that's not all I do. I'm a real gamer, okay? I am a pro gamer. I play hard games and I beat them, alright? That's what I do. I play the video games. And in fact, I beat the crap out of that Frog King. It did like that scream. Was that scream? It's a very common, like, royalty-free scream. Anyway, you are the strongest. I kind of wish, you know, there'd be like a, I don't know, like Fist of the North Star reference as well. She goes like, ah, ta, 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 ta. Anyway, and that's the story. And again, the game itself is like presented as like a very silly, short, you know, game, but like, this is when Cirno's like talking to, I believe, Diose, you know? She's often represented as her like friend. But like, she's like, I beat up this king dude in my dream. Isn't that cool? Anyway, congratulations. Now you can do endless or arcade. No thank you, actually. I believe arcade mode is just get a high score, and obviously endless is just to keep playing the game forever. But there you go. I beat the game. I look at the credits. There you go. These people, I guess. Yeah, I think it's 2 people. It's like, this person, Trace, made the, you know, developed the game and programmed it. And Saimi, I guess, made the visuals and the audio. Oh, they made music as well. I mean, yeah, it's a, how do you say? It's a good remix. It's a silly remix, but you know. Anyway, but there you go. That's the game. I played this because, I mean, for one, it is pretty silly. It's just a silly Touhou game, you know. Just a silly meme game, but also incredibly difficult. I just find how contrasting the graphics and the actual gameplay is. I don't know. Like, no one's talked about this, you know? Everyone talks about, like, I don't know, like Dark Souls or like whatever, like whatever, like hard game. But like, this game's also pretty hard. No one's talked about how difficult this game is. I feel like no one. In my opinion, anyway. I don't know. But there you go. This is just like, you know, random like Touhou fan game. Pretty good though, you know? At least in terms of its presentation, despite how frustrating it was to actually beat it. But it's actually pretty fun, I gotta say. You can, you know, you can try it yourself if you want to. I think you play it on... Yeah, I mean, it's on itch.io. Can you play it on browser? I can't remember. I don't think so. Maybe not. I can't remember if this was available on just on the browser. Well, I mean, this version I downloaded. But anyway. But there you go. That's the game. You know, I just want to play this game randomly, I guess. Because why not? Pretty good, though. But I guess that's it. So let me do my usual thing. I guess if you're watching the video, and if you want to see more, then you can always click that subscribe button. You can also check out my other playthroughs on the channel. If you didn't know, I also stream these games live. So you can change the bell notifications from personalized to all if you get notified when I go live as well. But yeah, thanks for watching. Until next time, see you then.